we cannot be held responsible. Largely, we owe a sense of responsibility to do what we have done, to do what the law requires us to do. Now, we are the victims. Those who are culpable of, as regards to what is going on, the wrongs that have been perpetrated, those questions should be addressed to them. When we have a government in this country and the president who ultimately bears responsibility for the conduct of the electoral agency, those are the people you should put pressure on. If you believe, and I believe that every monitoring or most civil society organizations have observed that this election has been substantially marred and probably is trending towards becoming the most horrible in the history of elections in Nigeria. So it is not up to us. We are not going to incite anybody to violence. Like, we did not incite people to go and vote. They went on their own volition to vote. They are intelligent people. They make up their actions on what they think is in their best interest. We do not need to incite or instigate people who waited hours to cast their vote under sun, in the rain, to know what to do. Those who should be held responsible are those who are perpetrating what can precipitate the kind of reaction you are suggesting, the kind of results that you should expect from a credibly conducted, free and fair election. And even at that, that is what the result that you have seen is a minimal representation of what was the actual or represented the victory. From the results that were already in public custody, from every polling booth, had indicated a very wide and emphatic margin of victory. So what we are even witnessing, right, is far from the reality of what happened. The margin of victory is more emphatic than that. So it's better. What they've done, is the irreducible minimum you can expect them to do. But at the same time, it's not as if we believe that that is a true representation of the will of the electorate of Lagos. We know, and our agents know, and the INEC knows, and the Nigerian public knows, that the margin of victory is substantially more than what was reported. You recall moments ago, that is far lower. The figures of the margin of victory that was attributed to us was far less than the reality. So nobody said if APC wants to talk anything to itself, we're free to do so. We never said that that is a true reflection. We never, and I said so a minutes ago, that the margin of victory, the true expression of the will of the people of Lagos State, was more emphatically delivered than what was reported.
Always raises the specter of NSAS with the intention of blackmailing aggrieved persons into silence. But what you must understand is that throughout the NSAS, because I'm now forced to defend NSAS before responding to you, none of the protesters who are completely unharmed and peaceful ever visited violence on anybody. It was the Nigerian state ferrying thugs around in Prado jets. It was Lagos state government ferrying thugs around in state-owned buses. So when they talk about violence, they should be careful about blackmailing peaceful protesters. That is as far as NSAS is concerned. When you now speak specifically to the subject of the ongoing electoral robbery, we don't need to incite anybody. Nigerians came out in record numbers, the way they haven't come out since 30 years ago. The last time there was that level of turnout was in 1993. And they are currently engaged in electoral fraud. It's not enough to steal our commonwealth. They have to discount our citizenship and take away our electoral rights. So they can continue raising the specter of NSAS all they care. That is completely their own problem. It is for them to maintain peace on the street. We have only called for calm at this conference. We have not at any point in time sought to exacerbate things. They actually want us fighting. And we are not interested in fighting, and we urge Nigerians to be calm. When a thief steals more than it can carry, the house owner needs not to shout. All we have to do is sit back and watch how they intend to carry out this electoral stealing. We are not, I repeat, we are not calling for protests. We are not calling for any violence. It is the Nigerian state that is a specialist in the heart of violence, not we the victims.
Who decides, or what does the law say about the uploading or collation of results? Does it give the INEC the latitude to determine the length of time it can do so or not? Our own reading of the law is that once the result is released and accepted at the polling unit level, that result should be immediately uploaded, for onward transmission through all the processes to go to get to the headquarters. That does not happen. INEC has behaved in a lot of quite arbitrary manner in the way it has acted and the way it is conducting its affairs in the country, which clearly the law that does not permit it to do. There is the unresolved question about the logo of our contestants, the down ballot contestants in the National Assembly, the senatorial and House of Rep candidates, whose names or whose photographs were missing. And then the responsibility of bringing that out to the attention of the public was left to us. Now, INEC claimed that it was a product of the judgment of the appeal court at a time saying that some candidates were barred from contesting. Thereafter, the final arbiter, the Supreme Court of Nigeria, gave a contrary judgment and directed that those names should be included. This, to my knowledge, is about 2 weeks ago. Insufficient enough time for INEC to have rectified the error. Now, because eventually when it was brought to their notice, they apologized, but they said it was not a mistake. That what they wanted to do was they have made provisions of cumbersome things that voters are expected to do if they wanted to vote for those people. But of course, I think what a responsible organization should have done, if you could not prevent it, was to upfront, announce to the public that, look, there is an omission here, inadvertent or unwritten here, and this is how, he wants it to be addressed. You do not wait for the victim to come to you that something is wrong here. So the INEC was sorry to say, it's the conduct of this electoral agency is abysmal, and that's a potential of throwing Nigeria into chaos. We are not the Nigerian electorate who went to the vote; they are the victims, and it is within their rights and privilege to react or do what they think it is. You are robbing them of their rights and privileges. The way this election is being conducted, the way their rights are being treated, the way their will is being potentially subverted. So there's a difference here between the villains and the victims. And the attention should be focused on those potential villains and potential villains, right? To do the right thing. Thank you very much.